All right, the House joins the Senate in passing that $886 billion defense spending bill that, raises pay for our troops, but more importantly, certainly for President Zelensky in Ukraine, gets more Ukrainian aid going. Victoria Coates, the Vice President of National Security and Foreign Policy at the Heritage Foundation, a former Deputy National Security Advisor, on the significance of that. Victoria, what do you think?
Well, Neil, good to be with you. We have not been great fans of the NDAA at the Heritage Foundation because there's a lot stuffed in there that has nothing to do with actually supplying our military. This would be an appropriate vehicle, however, for that kind of assistance to Ukraine, unlike the president's emergency supplemental, because at least this is passed through the normal budgeting process.
All right, so for President Zelensky, it provides aid that he desperately wants and is saying, Vladimir Putin is already taking high fives for what's going on in the discord in the West about whether more money should be provided. Where do you think all of this is going?
Yeah, unfortunately, I think what we're seeing here is the real breakdown in the lack of strategy from the Biden administration from the get-go of the Ukraine war. I think all Americans have been impressed by the bravery of President Zelensky and the Ukrainians in fighting back against the Russian aggression. But what we have never heard from President Biden or his administration is a clear strategy about why the United States should be the lead donor to this European war, what we are doing to get more assistance out of our European allies. I mean, Germany just said it might double its military aid to Ukraine next year, which would bring it to something like $9 billion out of the largest economy in the EU. That's simply unacceptable. And I think that what you're seeing now is the American people ask, when we have pressing problems here at home, like our southern border, as we've discussed, why are we being asked to foot the bill for this?
We're getting on the wires right now. Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu is visiting with the White House advisor, Sullivan, talking about what's going to happen now as far as continued support in the war, that the two are on the same page. But we're told that things got a little icy, just as they have when Antony Blinken was in Tel Aviv a couple of weeks ago. The U.S. administration is urging Israel essentially not to overdo it in its response to these attacks. You've heard this back and forth. But where do you think things stand?
Yeah, it's a little hard for me to see how you can overdo it in response to the atrocities of October 7th, which we're all learning about in increasing detail. But I think we've seen a really distinct shift from the pretty impressive rhetoric that the president led with right after the attacks to what we've been seeing in the last couple of days, that the president is espousing the world condemnation of Israel, that both Antony Blinken and Jake Sullivan are urging restraint. This is what they did originally. If you remember those first tweets out of the White House and the State Department, this is where I think their hearts are. But they tried to mitigate that, but now they're kind of caving to it. And unfortunately, I think Israel realizes that if the administration isn't in their corner, they're going to have to do this themselves.
We'll watch it closely. Victoria, thank you. Good catching up with you on all of this. I appreciate it.